I'm Tammy Grant, and I'm with Tri-State Media Services, and we've got Michael Booth behind the scenes, editing and doing all the background work, and we're here with the Chris family, and we're going to introduce them, and then they're going to explain some things and talk about the business itself. This is Renee, Lori across from her, Dwayne, and Jonda's in the background trying to hide. She's hiding from us.
Yeah.
But Dwayne, would you care to elaborate a little bit on, talk about the business itself, how it started, and how far you all have come?
Well, it started in 1960, and how it got started was with my grandfather, James Arthur Crisp, was a iron worker, and his son Bob was an iron worker too, but I don't think he was on the trip with him. He went on a trip for iron working to Beaumont, Texas.
Wow.
And he saw a cinder block building just like this with the red shaker roof around it, and it was a dairy bar. And it inspired him, and that my granddad said, when I get back home, I'm going to build one of those.
Yes.
So in 1960, they actually leased the property.
Order number 88. Order number 88.
Right across from us where Speedway is now.
Right.
And we were there for 10 years, and actually US 60 was only 2 lanes at that time.
Wow, I remember
And we leased it for 10 years, and after 10 years, Ashton Oil didn't want to renew the lease.
Right.
We found out later they were building the first convenient mart, Save Mart. So we came over here, or Dad came over here, I wasn't around yet. And he bought this piece of property, and it had the house in the middle of the property, which that house got moved to right over there.
Okay.
And we still use part of that house as our dry storage, and we rent part of it out.
Okay.
Then he built this one, and built this one probably twice as big as the original one.
Oh, wow.
Because he said, I don't want to run out of room again.
Right.
Later on in the 70s and 80s, he said, I ran out of room again. So that's how it got started. My Uncle Bob, my granddad, James Arthur, and my dad, Raymond Arthur, got together, built it, and actually they were into building houses, so they, I think, built most of it themselves. They hired, I'm sure, some of the concrete work and probably the block laying.
Right.
But as far as the internal and the plumbing, Dad, he done a little bit of plumbing, he done a little bit of wiring, and back then you could do it.
He was a handyman, wasn't he?
He was a jack of all trades and pretty good at most of them. You know, he didn't know everything about all of them, but he knew a little bit about a lot of stuff. And that's one thing I really admired about my dad.
Yeah.
So it's been in this location since
Order 90.
since 1970, and we like to service the community and anybody that's hungry, and we hope they come here and get something to eat.
Please excuse the numbers, but that's people that are eating here, which is what we want to happen.
Yes.
Anybody can come. It's just a family restaurant.
Yeah.
Do any of you all want to elaborate on the family business itself and what it has done for you all as far as yourselves and your families?
Well, for me, it's like my older brother, because they built it in it started out over the other spot, but in 1960, in the May of 1960, and I was born in September of 1960, so the business is 3 months older than I am, so I just told my age, but it's just always been a part of our life, and it's something that I can't imagine not having.
Really, exactly. I was thinking about that exactly the other day. If we didn't, it's just something that is part of we grew up having, and we wouldn't know what to do if we didn't have it.
Right, and my kids and their kids and my daughter-in-law can't. She loves to come visit, and she's the skinny little thing. And when she comes down to visit, she'll get a foot-long onion rings, a cheeseburger, a milkshake, and then get some ice cream. And I'm like, Stephanie, where are you putting all of that? But dairy food is her favorite, or that, and she just loves it. She loves coming down. All of them do.
In your question, you asked, what has it provided us? My dad was a machinist at Armco for, 30-some years, maybe 29 or 30 years, and then for 4 years he was a foreman in the machine shop, in addition to running this.
Okay.
And but it probably provided us, each of us, with our college education over and above his salary.
That's amazing.
I don't know that we could have got our colleges paid for just on the machinist salary. And this extra business and his extra side hustle, is what we call it now,
Right, side hustle.
helped us get our college educations. I appreciate the extra work that my dad put in doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
And a vacation somewhere every summer.
Yeah.
And a trip to Disneyland or Disney World and when it opened.
Yep.
But then Dad wouldn't go back because he goes, that was too busy. That was too much. It was too hard.
Sensory overload.
Yeah. But we always, and little extra trips every once in a while. And those were the times we really got to see Dad the most because he was busy working a lot.
He was either working at Armco, working here. He loved farming, and with my mom's brothers, he had a farm over in Waverly.
Oh,
So
okay.
when he was working, he was working.
Yeah.
But when he took a vacation or a mini vacation, that's when we got to spend time with our dad. Or when we were working on something, he'd come and. You come and hold this for me. You come and do this. And he was trying to teach me, but it just didn't sink in.
Some people it don't. I don't have a green thumb either. So.
No, some things did, but he absorbed a lot of information and was really a smart individual.
Well, I know I bought some tomatoes off of him like 2 or 3 years ago, and they were the best homegrown tomatoes I ever had.
He loved to raise his garden.
Yes, he done a good job at that.
We served some of those tomatoes here every year.
Yeah, y'all put them on the sandwiches,
Yeah,
don't
put them on the sandwiches, yeah.
Yeah.
Jonda has a story about her son and working here with Dad and him taking Dad off. Do you want to tell it? Do you want me to tell it? Okay. She's shyer than I am. But her son Jordan was working here and Dad came over. Well, before I say that, let me say that our family is a motorcycle family.
Yeah.
And Dad rode motorcycles all the time.
Really?
All of us had one. Dwayne still has some. There's still some of Dad's that I don't know what
Even
we're
my
gonna do with.
sisters had their road license for your motorcycles.
Yes, I have
Both
my
of you.
motorcycle
You still
license.
do?
I rode on the road
Yep.
when I was younger. I haven't done it in a long time. But the main part of the story is Jordan was working at the restaurant and Papa said, Jordan, come on, I need you to come help me with something. And he goes, don't clock out. Don't clock out. It'll be okay. I'll still pay you. But I need you to come help me with something. And they went and looked at some motorcycles that Dad wanted to buy and had Jordan test drive some of them. And Dad bought them and then brought him back.
Wow.
So, that was just part of, how the family worked into the business, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
And am I correct? But every child and grandchild has worked in this business here
Yes.
of your all's.
Yes, some of
Chris
them
family?
longer than others.
Right.
Yeah. Some tried it at least.
Yeah.
And it might not be for some people.
I think all kids and grandkids, at least a little bit, has
Yeah,
worked in
that's
this
right.
business.
See, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
That
My
really
daughter
is.
Leah didn't work as much because she always worked on a traveling team that from her college that was a promo team, but she did work some.
Yeah.
We always say if it's really busy and you're here, you may get called up front.
And that shows the closeness of your family.
It shows that, a family is involved in this, but we
Yeah.
also try to extend that family feeling to our
To
employees.
And
And-
customers too.
We've got employees in this building right now that have been here 15 years or
Yeah.
more. We have one employee that was here for 43 years,
And what was that one's name?
Betty Coons.
Betty Coons.
Yes.
Wow.
43 years. Her whole life. She started when she was 16, and she went until she retired. And working on these hard floors, she had to go get her knees replaced
Oh wow.
after 43
Oh
years.
yeah, I can understand that. Believe me, because
But
I
we really appreciated her dedication to this business.
Right.
But we've had several people that spent 15 years in the teams, 10 years, and we try to get to know our people and be friends, not just
Right.
an employer.
Right. So you all, let's go on back down here a little bit.
Okay.
When Raymond, can I call him Raymond or
Yeah.
Mr. Crisp?
Raymond?
I always called him Mr. Crisp.
Yeah.
He just recently passed away,
Yeah.
and we seen the big outreach
Yeah.
in the community. Like
Yeah.
I watched the procession go through this parking
We-
lot.
Kniff,
Yes.
I'll speak up for Kniff. They thought of having the profession come through the parking lot
Yes.
when they were
It's-
taking Dad to to Rose
Yeah.
Hill,
Yeah.
and they actually had someone stand over here in a good position to get the sign and to get the profession. I
right.
thought they did a real good job of that. It was
Yes.
a really nice idea. I think it came over good. It
Yes,
made us cry when we saw it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Well, whenever talking about that, he was just he had a lot to do with the community too.
He was big in his church.
Yes.
He was on the church school, not school board, church
board.
church board
Yeah.
for
Order 91.
Set many years.
30
I don't know,
some,
30, 40 years.
40
yeah.
years,
I don't know
plus a
exactly.
Sunday
94. Order 94.
plus a Sunday school teacher for many years, and he done a lot for this community in different
Right.
ways.
Yes. I mean, you can tell by just talking to people.
Yeah, and we'll move into a little bit. We got our 65th anniversary shirts on.
Right here.
We had planned on, with Dad thought he remembered that we opened up in 1960. He thought it was in May. So
Uh-huh.
we had planned on doing a celebration in May.
Yeah.
Well, his health took a turn for the worse in May.
Right.
And so we postponed it, kept postponing it, and then actually Dad did pass away in June at
Yes.
88 years old.
Mm.
And so we're just now getting around to having our 65th anniversary special.
Yay. And you want to elaborate on that a little bit? That's next weekend,
You
right?
I'm talking the most. You want to talk a little bit?
Do y'all want
Renee?
to talk about the big celebration that we're having next weekend?
Right. We just kind of kept putting it off because we didn't feel like it. You know, after you
Right.
lose your father, life is never the same.
Right.
And we were all very close to him. But we said we got to do it because he would want us.
He would want us to do
He
it.
would want us to do it. We always on the every 5 years when it's a major anniversary, we tried to do a little something special.
Right.
And we
It's
have
gonna be-
60th anniversary shirts, and we have other 25th anniversary
Yes,
shirts.
yes.
But so we chose next weekend a few weeks ago,
The
and
27th and 28th.
27th, September 27th and 28th, which is a Saturday and Sunday. On Saturday, we plan to have 65-cent hot dogs.
Wow.
Now, we do have a limit of 4 with a purchase, but 65-cent hot dogs, and also for both days, 65-cent soft serve ice cream, which does include tangerine twist.
Yay.
With
My
a limit
favorite.
of 4. With a limit of 4, families are usually at 4, so we just kind of made
Yeah,
that limit.
there you go.
And then on Sunday, 65-cent hamburgers along with the ice cream cone. So
Awesome.
that's what we decided we would use to celebrate 65 years.
And we've ordered more T-shirts as of yesterday that hopefully we'll have in time that we can sell our 65th anniversary T-shirts
Right.
on the 27th and 28th.
So those will be in your T-shirts. Will.
He
But
said-
we have a box of
We
them,
have
so
one
yeah.
box, but we ordered a second box.
You know, a lot of people's going to want those.
I hope so.
You're going to be shipping
really
some
cute
too,
on
I'm
the
sure. 'cause
Yeah, we can-
people from all over the area, I mean, United States,
Mhm.
when they move away, the first thing they want is crisp dairy
It's-
treat.
It's these shirts, and it's
Yes.
got a picture, a graphical picture of the building. Maybe
Turn
you-
around. There you
stand up and
go.
show it.
Yes.
I think it's very well done, and I want to call out Area Advertising, which helped us do the artwork
Right.
and is doing the shirts for us.
Awesome.
So I'm going to call
They look
out that
really
business.
nice.
They look really nice, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And you can buy them for $15 each. So that'll be the price. for
And
the
they will be
t-shirts.
available Saturdays.
Saturday and
Starting Saturday.
Mhm.
$15 a piece. All right. Anybody else want to say anything as far as that goes? The celebration or anything?
We're all planning to be here to work, so if you want to come say hi to us, we'll be here.
Yeah. Please
Yeah.
come and say hi to us. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because
Stop by and show your support.
the last year we did this on the 60th anniversary, we were extremely busy, and we are very thankful for that. But it turns it into a hard day for us, but
I
we
can-
are very thankful.
Maybe we shouldn't tell this piece of history, but I remember the 25th anniversary was something we learned a lesson not probably to do again. We had everything half price,
Oh.
and we couldn't handle the business, and we couldn't get
Yeah.
enough the cars couldn't get on the lot, and
Yeah.
it's something you can't do that much. So we've kind of scaled it back. We've learned over the years to be able to handle the business and
Okay.
have it be more of a celebration
Right.
instead of being so overwhelmed.
Right.
It was really overwhelming. We've got a picture of it somewhere, and it's just amazing how many cars was on this lot that day.
Oh, I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bet it was packed.
it was.
And
So
that's a nice
that's a little bit of
sight.
history.
Yes.
You wanted me to try to remember some history, and
Yeah,
it's
and
hard
that's
to.
that's what makes crisp dairy treat.
Yeah.
The history of it, the past customers, future customers, the present customers.
Yeah.
without them, you all wouldn't have a business,
Customers
right?
is number one.
Absolutely.
Customers is
Always,
number one.
and that was embedded in me
Yeah,
for many years, and it grew on me.
yeah.
And I feel like that's part of being a business owner.
And we're gonna going forward, I'll announce this now, we're gonna partner with Tri-State Media Services
Yes.
to go into more social media work on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I can't remember all of them.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to hit several of them and use that as future advertising.
Right.
And we're gonna partner with our new friends here.
Yay.
Well, old friends.
Well, we've been friends for many
That's
years.
reacquainted.
Yeah, that we're reacquainted after many years too.
Old friends with a new business.
Yes.
Exactly. There you go.
I know you asked a question earlier. What was it like growing up in the Crisp family and
Yes,
this?
yes.
Well, I married into the family.
You
so
married
I'm
into
not,
it.
you know, blood relative. But I will say this: growing up here, we grew up less than we're right at 2 miles away,
Uh-huh.
and we came here. This was a staple of my life
Yes.
always growing up, and we
Yes.
tried to have Crisp once a week or once every other week.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know how many times that we would come after church on Sunday nights, and we would all get together, and a whole youth group of us would come, and we'd get ice cream cones
Yeah.
or sundaes, or some people got more. But it was just a place that you felt safe, and you
Yes.
still do. And you could sit in the parking lot or go over into Armco Park, but we would just feel safe sitting here. And there was always, even if you didn't plan it on Sunday after
Right.
church,
Right.
especially Sunday nights after church,
Right.
there would always be 5 or 6 people from
Right.
church, and you were always talking to somebody or always meeting somebody. And I think it's good too just to remember those wonderful times,
Yes.
because still on this lot you can still be that safe. You can
And that's
still have that.
that's the big word that I like, safe.
Yes,
And that's in all aspects of life.
absolutely.
There is a story that she told that she's not telling. When she grew up, she always wanted to come to Crisp, and they said, we can't go to Crisp all the time.
Oh.
So her response was, when I grow up, I'm going to marry the owner of Crisp.
So I can have it every single
Are
day.
you serious? You
I
did say
did.
that. Wow.
And when I dated Dwight, because we dated a long time ago, and we first started dating, it was not too long into my mom reminded
Right.
me of that. She goes, "Do you remember saying that?" I was like,
Right.
"Now that you mention it, I kind of do."
Wow. Wouldn't it have been nice to have it on video or something, and then hear you say it with,
Yep.
you know, the owner of it?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Let's go with the partnerships here. How's this work now? You
Well, when I bought in, it was 25 to 30 years ago.
93 over 93.
I would have to go back and check records, but believe it or not, there was a person from Huntington that had made an offer and was going to buy the dairy treat. And always growing up, I knew what it had afforded us extra things like our college, and I always asked for first refusal. And so when that happened, I said, Dad, you always told me I'd have first refusal. So I went to the bank, and the bank was supportive, and I was able to buy my granddad and my uncle's part. And when I did go through my divorce, I had to rearrange
Right.
and sell some of my shares back to Dad.
Right.
We were half and half.
right?
And so now, since Dad passed away, then me and my wife are partners with my sister Renee and Jonda. We're
And
all
it's-
four our owners.
And that's amazing that you all can work together.
Yeah.
And it's hard for families nowadays.
It does. Sometimes there's
I
some
do know
tense.
that.
Sometimes there's some things that gets us nervous. And,
Yes.
you know, we might argue a little bit, but we're doing it for the good of the business
That's right.
And for the legacy.
and for
The
the
legacy, the legacy is the big part.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because, I mean, anybody that's lived in this area, it has been a staple.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
A staple to the customers, to families. I'm gonna start crying. It's big. It's
Yeah.
big in this area, and anybody that comes back, they want crisp dairy treat.
Yeah.
One of the very first things whenever I would be out of town, I
Yes.
came back in, I wanted crisp dairy treat.
Of course.
A lot
One of
of
my
people
first
tell us
2
that.
meals, and then Giovanni's was the other one.
Yeah.
True.
Right.
That's
Everybody
true.
says when they come back in
Giovanni's.
town.
No, we can't say
Giovanni.
that name on here.
Oh, we
I'm
can't?
kidding. I'm kidding.
Yes, we
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But, but yeah.
Yeah, we have friends in Texas, we have friends in Indiana, we have friends in Florida that we know of. I mean, there's friends everywhere, but those people, we have sent sauce to Indiana with dry ice to go
Right.
to certain people.
Yes.
We sent it to other
Yes,
places. Just,
we done the
you know,
same thing at Giovanni's. Same
They
thing.
ask for those things.
Just
and,
this spring, a guy I worked with at Armco, when I worked at Armco, Michael Flannery, he was getting ready to go out west camping. and he said, "Can you make me 6 quarts?" He got 6 quarts, froze them, and took them on his trailer,
Yes.
and went out west and enjoyed our hot dogs all over the western part of the United
Yes.
States.
That's amazing.
6
That-
quarts of hot dog sauce.
And it
6 quarts
is
of hot
all
dog sauce,
over.
yeah.
I mean, if
I'm-
anybody don't know Chris Dairy Treat, I feel sorry for them. I
Yeah.
really do.
Thank you.
Because you all have been in business so long. I would love to have that hot dog sauce recipe, people. Like, that's a staple.
It's a secret, just like the
Come on now,
the
Dwayne.
Coca-Cola formula and the 11 herbs and spices. It's
Come
right up there with that
on.
secret.
Come off with it. Come off with it.
I had to get married into the family to get it. So.
Well,
I didn't know you
there's
had it.
nobody else to marry, so I guess we're out.
Yeah.
We're just going to have to come and buy it. And now, with me, when we have a cookout, this is where I come to get the hot dog sauce.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
did
we
that
always
plenty
do.
of times when I was growing up.
Yes, we always get the hot dog sauce, and I always make sure I grill my hot dogs. I
Yeah.
have to have my hot dogs grilled.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had mentioned about what future plans we have.
Yes.
For the winter, we're talking with you, and we
Me?
may.
Me?
With you, we may offer some new, maybe
Winter menu.
winter hardy meals or some new menu items. Is what we're thinking about.
Maybe some hearty chicken and dumplings.
Maybe.
Yes,
Maybe
please.
Tammy's
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 chicken
chicken
chicken and dumplings,
Yeah.
people.
Maybe
So
some
that could
baked
be in the
beans
future.
or
Yeah.
rodeo beans and
Yes.
mac
Soup
and
beans,
cheese,
cornbread.
Oh, soup beans and cornbread.
Who doesn't like the cornbread that you put on the grill and flip it?
Yeah.
I love it. That's my favorite, and put a
That's
lot of
how I
butter
do it.
on it.
Well,
You know.
And we've also thought about, but it's scary to do, is a food truck
Yes. Oh.
and park it downtown
Oh,
some places,
yes,
this and
yes.
that. But to make it's a big investment. A food
It is.
truck,
It
a food
it
truck
is.
costs a lot, and I don't know if we want to make that risk. But that's an idea.
Yes.
that
There's
peop-
another
and other people-
establishment that's
other
done that
people
too.
throw that out to me. I
Yeah.
know Chick-fil-A done it last year.
I'll
and-
run it for you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take it out. I'll drive it. And hey.
So we've got some ideas, but mainly we want to keep this core
Yes,
business,
this right
and
here.
we want to keep improving it.
Yes.
A continuous improvement was
Right.
what.
That's exactly, and that's what your goal is, and all of your goal is,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
To
You're right.
let's build it. Let's see how far we can go with it, and take off and run with it.
Yeah.
Right.
There's 2 little things I want to mention. We forgot something about the 65th anniversary. We're throwing out one of those new menu items, Raymond's Barbecue Burger. So we're going to have a new menu item,
Oh.
and it's going to be a burger with barbecue sauce and onion rings and
Oh.
Bacon and cheese.
bacon and cheese. And so it's going to be a new burger in honor of
Yum.
Dad.
For a limited time.
For a limited time.
Limited time.
Yeah.
You're a
We'll see how it
tease.
goes.
We'll see
Come
how
on
it
now.
goes. Yeah.
Some of the
teasing.
employees, you know, when they're working, they make up their own creations, and
And
they came up with this,
the
and they
employees came
really
up.
liked it.
Yeah.
So they've been asking us, can we do it? And so we said that would be a good idea
Exactly.
to do it for Dad's, in memory of Dad, and call it Raymond's Barbecue
Oh,
Burger. Yes.
now that's amazing. I'll get one for sure.
Yeah.
I will be ordering one because it sounds good, and oh my gosh, I can't
Yeah.
wait to just see a picture. Whenever you all get it together, let me know. I'll come over and take pictures,
We're
and
going
we'll
to try
put
to
it.
have it for the 65th anniversary weekend.
Yeah.
We're not sure we can get everything ready, but we should
We're
be able
trying to, yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to try to be here and make a commercial for you all
Okay.
with that,
Oh,
with
we'd
the
love to.
65th. How amazing is that? 65 years, actually going on 66, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're very close to
Yeah.
that.
Since 1960.
For a business to be in business that long
Yeah.
is unheard of.
Yeah.
Actually.
Well, we hope to make it 65 more with the Lord's help.
Yes.
Yeah.
Praise God on that one.
Yeah.
The other thing I was going to mention is there have been some people complain that our sauce is not the same. Well, we have the same recipe, the exact same recipe, but I will have to say that sometimes it's what are they called? The people that bring us our product?
Suppliers.
Suppliers. The word escaped me. But sometimes our suppliers don't bring us the same quality as we've had before, and we'll go out and search for the best quality that we can find. And right now we are using meats from White's Meat
That's
Market.
what I was getting ready to say.
And there is an improvement. We've had also an issue. We've lost our grill, our gas grill.
Our gas
Our
stove.
gas stove.
Gas stove.
Went, well, it died on us.
And we
So we're
can't-
in the way of purchasing a new one, and so we've been making it, the best
Yep,
way we can.
That's right.
But we are purchasing a new one and going to continue using the same recipe
Yep.
and doing our best.
And I even say we even cook them in the same kettles that they've probably been here 30 years at least. They may have been here the whole 65 years. I don't. They're two big kettles that we cook it in.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm a cook, as
Uh-huh.
you all know, and I feel like it's the love you put into it.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
And I feel that love here
Mhm.
with you all, and I thank you all for bringing me into this too.
Okay.
We just recently started talking about all this, so it's in the works. But yeah, it's the love that you put into your cooking,
Yeah.
and I think that's what's happened here.
All right. Thank you.
Your mother, she was a big staple here, right?
Well, and my
Absolutely.
grandmother.
Grandmother and mother. I remember your mother over here every time I came to pick up food, she was back there.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know.
Mom was the bookkeeper before Jonda. I mean, she
Mhm.
was the bookkeeper the whole time until she passed away, and then
Yes.
Jonda took the job.
Well, earlier on when we were kids, Mima and Papa Chris, they woke up at 4 a.m. in the morning.
Yes.
And they would come over here, and Mima would sit there and probably do at least 50 pounds, sometimes maybe even up to 100 pounds of onions.
Oh wow.
Peeling them.
How
and-
many?
I don't know if we did 100 pounds back then, but there are days during our summer times now that we'll do 100 pounds of onions.
Yeah.
Not
she
that
would be
not
the
that
one-
we sell all those in one day. We prepare
Right.
100.
You prepare them and
Yeah.
get them ready.
Yeah.
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 We don't dip
And
them.
you have to. You have to get them ready.
Yeah.
Right. She
Because
would,
of your business.
sorry, go ahead.
You're fine.
She would do all the peeling and cutting off the ends and
That's-
get them ready,
Oh my gosh.
ready to be sliced or chopped or and pushed out to make onion rings. But
Yeah.
that's all done fresh every day
Yeah.
And by hand.
by hand.
The dipping and battering is done fresh every day. We don't do that
Yes.
ahead. We peel and maybe slice ahead,
Yeah.
but don't
But
do
I
any.
feel like you all have the best onion rings around.
We've got the vote from
you?
Ashland Independent, for
The onion rings.
two
For
or
the
3
onion
years.
rings?
We've
Oh, more than that, but just
Yeah.
for several years.
several years for the onion rings. We've got it before for the hot dogs, and we've got it before for ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time, we get it for the onion rings.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. All right, I'm going to change it a little bit. We're going to talk about your employees and just kind of elaborate on how you all treat your employees and how you feel about your employees.
Well, like I said earlier, we try to keep them as friends or treat them as friends and family.
Right.
We do close certain holidays so
Uh-huh.
they can have holidays off,
Yes.
where some other restaurants, bigger chains, don't close.
Right.
A lot of times when they're in a pinch, we've provided loans to a good many of our employees at no interest.
Right.
And
That's
Just-
amazing.
just
And we'll
to
take
nice
a
to have.
portion out of their check every week that we've agreed on,
Right.
usually like $25, which isn't that much,
Right.
to pay back a loan.
And that gives them a chance to do what they need to do with,
Because we all know that we have emergencies.
Right.
And something happens to your car, oh no, I have to do this. And so we've
Right.
been very fortunate. And I know Raymond, I heard stories that he even signed loans, a second signature
Co-sign.
on
Co-sign
Co-sign.
for somebody.
for cars.
Wow, that is amazing. Like,
Yes.
that's unheard of, actually.
yeah.
We do that,
He-
and
Wow.
And some employees that wanted extra work on top of what we gave them here, he would take, like Ricky that works here now, would go over and work with that in his garden
Yeah.
for extra pay on top of his
Right.
paycheck.
Right.
Or he would provide extra work
Right.
if he could figure out something that would help one of
Uh-huh.
our employees.
Right.
Right.
And there was something else I was going to mention, and it skipped my mind.
Well, way back in the day when I was a teenager, my grandparents they had 2 or 3 employees start out by living with them.
Oh, wow.
They had extra bedrooms and
Oh.
bathrooms, and they would live with them. And one of them became a real good friend, and I would go out to the movies with her and go places with her.
Yeah.
But yeah, they help people by having them live with them to get a start.
That's amazing.
And right now, I don't know. I think it's great, and I hope, and we think it's great. But we're have some of our employees come from the Boyd County Jail.
Yes.
It is
Oh,
their,
okay.
the
Yes.
back to work
Release.
program.
Work
I don't-
release.
Work
Work
release
release.
program.
Yes.
And you won't know coming up to the window who that is.
Mhm.
You won't know.
Right.
And it doesn't matter
And
because they are working at improving themselves
Right.
and doing better and
And
getting,
we're all about that.
and we are all about
Absolutely.
that.
Yes.
We
And
also
people
have-
that has graduated from Journeys.
We also have people that have been at Journeys, the rehabilitation center right up
Yes.
the road.
Right.
Some of them are still there. They come here and work, and then after they graduate, they stay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So we try to do that, you
Oh.
know, and then also have teenagers from 16 on up, trying to give them their first job and
Right.
help them in that way. Get their cars to
Right.
be able to travel.
Right.
The other thing that did come back to me is we have them, if they need something, a certain day off, we allow them to put in
Right.
a certain request, a schedule request, and it needs to be a legitimate reason.
Right,
But we
exactly.
try to work with them so
Right.
they can get to their doctor's office
Oh, yeah.
or go to someone's daughter's graduation or
Oh, yeah.
someone's birthday
Right.
party. If they put it in time and it's a legitimate request, we try to honor their schedule request as best we
Right.
can.
Well,
So-
their homecoming dance.
Oh,
Yeah, their
Just
homecoming
coming up.
dance.
Especially for our youth.
So, how many employees do you all employ right now? How many?
I think it's under 25. It would be between 20 and
that's
25.
that's a lot.
It has at some
For one
points
store.
during the summer been up to 30.
Wow.
Yeah,
35.
And you have to have that,
And
especially in the summertime.
in the summertime. Yeah.
Yes. Any given day you drive by here in the summer,
Yeah.
and it's packed.
Yeah.
Like you can't even get on the lot at times.
I'm skipping to a different subject, but we were talking about it before we got on here. Is one thing we do miss that I grew up as playing Little League baseball. When you won, everybody jumped, but you can't jump in the back of the truck anymore.
I know.
The whole team used to jump in the back of the truck, and they would
Right.
come over here, and the coach would buy them
Right.
a milkshake or an ice cream.
Right.
And
And we would give it to for a
We would give-
decreased price.
yeah,
Yes.
Reduced
most
price.
of the time they would call us from the ball field and
Right.
give us the order,
yeah.
and then we would give them at a decreased price.
That's
Because
awesome.
that helped instill those young kids wanting to come here.
Yes. Yes.
And I mean,
And you've seen that all the time. You
Those-
drive by here and truckloads of kids in the back of the truck.
Yes.
And back then you could do that.
well,
You was able
baseball's
to do
not
that.
going on right now, but Renee mentioned soccer's going on. So
Yeah.
when the winning soccer team wins, bring them on out here and
Yeah.
get them some milkshakes.
That's
Or-
right.
Or bring the losing team for a consolation prize.
There.
We're fine with that
There
too.
you go.
All right, bring both teams.
Bring both teams. They'll be fine.
Hey, that's a good thought right
yeah.
there. Okay.
We've coached some losing teams.
Ticket number 98.
We don't want to even go in that.
No.
Okay, so we've talked about a lot on here about the family, about what it means to the community. Cribs Dairy Treat.
Yeah.
We're going to address something that's a little hard to talk about,
Yeah.
and I'm just going to let you take over with that, Dwayne, because I don't want to say
Well,
anything that I don't.
There was an
Shouldn't be said.
incident on Facebook where we had our own private group, and we had some employees that keep forgetting to clock in. And I thought I was putting it out on our private Facebook, and I put that if you don't clock in or out, you won't get paid. Well, it's misconstrued. What I meant to say, won't get paid this pay period, because we pay every week, and it's got to be in by a certain time because we do auto deposit. And all I meant was the people, the incidentals that was in question, if we didn't have time to review them on cameras,
Right.
they might not get on this pay period, they would get on next pay period.
So that's what was left off,
That was what was left
and
off.
you didn't mean for it to even go out there on
My
social
employees
media.
understood what I meant.
Right, exactly.
But it got
we got
blew out,
into some wrong hands.
it got blew out of
and,
proportion.
I read when I got on there. I read it, and I was dumbfounded. Actually,
Yeah.
it broke my heart. I'm like, why are they attacking this establishment that's been here for all these years
Yeah.
that everybody loves? you
Well,
know?
people like that are looking for scandals to increase their numbers,
Yes,
their likes on Facebook.
yes,
And if that's what they choose to do to make their living, then they can choose to do that.
yeah.
And my next comment would be is, I was taught if I can't say something good about something, to not say something at all. So I think maybe we could go on to something more
Okay.
positive from now.
That is a good aspect of that. And there was one other thing. You all pay everyone. You
Yes.
never
Absolutely.
short them.
Never would
Ever.
even consider not paying somebody for work they done.
Right.
And on top of that,
And
we
mistreating
we
any of
pay-
your employees? No, I've never.
And we also pay for 2 breaks, so they get 2 breaks where they are still getting paid. And if they work more than 40 hours a week, we pay time and a
Okay.
half.
I just wanted to clarify that because there were some things that I seen and read myself. I wouldn't say it unless I read it myself, and it said to that aspect of it that you all were a mean employer, I
Yeah.
should say.
Yeah.
There
And
was one comment about we make them do doubles. Well, there are some people that do work a double, and that means they work the morning shift and the evening shift. But they never are made to do a double. They're
Yeah.
That
always
is their
asked, would you do a
choice.
double? Would you do, because in the summer sometimes we really don't have enough workers
Yeah.
and we need the help. And some of the people want the extra money.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
when
so
they
they
put
will
in their
do-
schedule request, they asked for, I said, I want 2 doubles this week. I've seen it.
Right.
I've seen it.
oh,
up to-
really? So
Yeah, they even
can
ask.
ask for that.
They can
Right,
ask
yes.
for double.
Almost
Okay.
every single person.
I just wanted to
It's
address
okay.
that because it got around on social media that, all the negative stuff that I had just addressed. I don't even want to say anything about it anymore. But I just wanted to clarify
Yeah.
that I know deep in my heart it's not true. And I
Right.
just want to ask you. Plus, we're going to talk to a couple employees here in a little bit.
Right.
And we're just going to go handpick them.
Okay.
Not from you all. We're going to be doing it ourselves.
Yep.
Me and Michael.
You're welcome to talk to any one of them.
Absolutely.
And but we'll do that here a little bit later.
And can I add one thing?
Yes, ma'am.
Our employees also, we try to provide a really fun environment too. I mean, it is hard work, but there's always someone telling a joke or laughing, or
Right.
one of our employees sings and dances sometimes while he's working, and it provides that
Ticket
humor.
number 99.
And our employees aren't afraid to bring us into the humor either.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they will be joking with us, and just as if we were one of them, because we are just one of them, because
Right.
we work alongside
Exactly.
with everyone here. And so I think that's important too, because that's the camaraderie they have with us.
Right.
And so it is a pleasant environment. They're not in terror or
And
anything.
you all get right in there and
We-
pull your sleeves
Absolutely.
up and get right in the middle of it, right?
Yeah, and I
It's all
want to say,
working.
it may sound funny, but when we're busy and we have a good crew, enough people to handle it, and everything is going good, it is actually enjoyable
Yeah,
to,
oh, yes.
to provide a good meal to somebody in a timely fashion that is nice and warm,
Right.
and that you can't get this food everywhere.
Right.
So when it's going good, it's really actually enjoyable to work.
Right.
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 So your legs start hurting.
Order 102.
Till your legs start hurting, yeah.
I'm glad that we have much better shoes than they had,
Yes, exactly.
45 years ago.
That helps a bunch, your shoes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I have always enjoyed working here. I mean, I left and I was a school teacher for 33 years. But, I come in, they're busy, I'll pop in and take
Yes.
orders or help on the grill or whatever. So when you see me in here and I'm not in a uniform, that's
Right.
what's happened. We've just came over.
And
And it just makes it a lot more fun.
I'm sure you all get phone calls saying, hey, I need help.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, all the
Yes.
time. But also, I
Been
wanted
there,
to say
done
too, we mentioned one employee that was here 43 years. I want to say that all the employees that has ever worked here has contributed to this place.
Yes.
They have.
If I could think of more names,
Mm-hmm.
then I would be afraid that I would leave out some. So I
Right.
don't want to mention some and not
Right.
leave out others. But every employee that's come through here has made a contribution.
Tell the story about the first 2 employees and what your
Oh,
father
yeah.
had to say.
Lucian.
Believe it or not, the first 2 employees, and I can't remember the second one's first name, but Lucian Ross, and I think it was Rogers Jones, was the first 2 employees employed by Dad. And Dad, later on in these years, he said Lucian went on to become a real estate mogul, and Roger Jones went on to be an architect.
Right.
And I'm still here flipping hot dogs.
Well, that being said, I seen Lucian yesterday.
Yeah.
And we talked, and I tried to get him to come out here, but he said he was the first employee. There
One
was
of the 2.
There was 2.
The other
And
one was Jones. I don't
I
know if
think
it
he
was
said he
Rogers.
started out at 30 or 35 cents an hour.
Yeah.
And then you know what his next response was? Look at me now.
Yeah.
He owns Ross Realty.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I have
So,
great
that being
respect.
said.
I have great respect
Come
for
on.
for
Look
where
what
he-
Chris has done for
You
people.
can start out here and look
Yes.
where you can go.
Yes,
And we've been
exactly.
here for 43 years.
Right.
We love all of our employees.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you would like to address? I think we've covered just about everything.
One thing that we also do for the employees is a big old Christmas party.
Yes.
Personally.
I think I contribute to that sometimes too.
Order
Candy.
103.
Do I make candy for that? I think. Yeah.
We don't only buy them just
Yeah.
one gift,
Yes.
but we buy gifts and put on a table and play bingo for them.
Yes.
And we provide most of the meal. They bring in some potluck, but
Right.
also sometimes it's got away from us. But we also usually have an annual picnic, which this time of year would be the good time
Oh
to
yes,
have it.
definitely.
And just
Yeah.
a few little things to try to do stuff for our employees. Thanks for bringing that up, Jonda.
Yes.
I
That's
do want
amazing.
to also add about
Okay.
how we work around schedules. I know
Okay.
one of our employees working here today, she takes care of her mother.
Right.
So we work around not just her doctor's appointments, but
Right.
we work around her mother's doctor's appointments because we really do value our employees.
Right.
And I know Renee mentioned about our teens, but our teens, we allow the fact that they're like, oh, we have homecoming, or sometimes it's just a big exam
Right.
that they need extra help, time to do
Exactly.
it. They would ask, can we have these days off because I've got to study for this big
Right.
exam? And we want them to be able to take care of that. And the fact that moms and grandmas and
Mhm.
sisters can go see, the plays, or
Right.
I just
That
sorry,
means a lot.
It does.
I mean, me being a
that's what we like
grandmother
to do.
and a mother, I know how that is. I used to travel with my kids, and
Yes.
my grandkids are now into sports, so I do understand that.
Because we want them to be able to enjoy the milestones of life,
Right.
whether they are the employee having the milestones or they are the person related to the employees the one
Right.
having a milestone.
And you
Because
know-
you don't only get those once.
You wouldn't be here without them
Absolutely.
and your customers.
No, absolutely.
What do we always say, people?
Customers
Customers are
are
number one.
Yeah.
Customers are number one.
I think our employees are tied with that.
They
though.
have to. You have to have your employees to be able to serve your customers.
Absolutely.
Another thing the employees did for us
Yes.
is they all put their shirts on and they came to Dad's visitation.
Oh yes.
There was
All
a
wearing-
couple of ladies that hadn't even met Dad that came because of
Oh.
what they'd heard about him and
Yes.
to support us. So
The whole
Yes.
the whole group
the whole group came.
put their
Most of them
shirts
came
on
to
that
the
we
funeral.
had for the 65th anniversary. We
Yes.
let them wear them to the funeral, and
Aw.
I think every one of our employees at the time, like she said, even a couple of them that
Order number 104.
didn't even know him yet. The whole group, and I went back and made a special attempt to thank them for
Every
coming.
single one of
That's
them.
amazing, and I know you all closed too
Yeah.
during that for like a day and a half or something
Yeah.
to honor your dad.
Yeah.
And that's a big staple in the community for you all to even do that, you
Yeah.
know.
We
And people
closed-
understood.
We closed when my mom passed. We
Yes.
closed when my grandmother and my grandfather passed.
Right.
It just seems the right thing to do. It's
Right.
respectful.
Right. Okay. Well, is there anything else, guys? I think this is a wrap here, but I feel like that we covered a lot. We got some misunderstandings taken care of, and kind of gave a little bit of what the future holds for Chris Dairy
Potential
Treats.
futures.
Yes, the potential is the limit.
Order 104.
And I feel like that this is going to be good for the community. So stand back, and we'll be posting on Facebook. We're going to be doing some work with Dwayne and them about the social media aspect of it.
The Insta talks.
Yes. So thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us, and
And thank you.
we're going to
Tri-State
have some
Media.
interviews
You
with.
came up with the last two or three.
We're going to have some interviews with the employees. We're going to go pick them out and bring them out and talk to them and let them give their little aspect of how Chris has helped them or whatever they want to talk about.
And I also want to say thank you to Tri-State Media Services
thank
for
you.
coming out, because it was their calling us, which meant a lot to us because of all the craziness that went on. And I just want to thank you for being the voice of a community as well.
Ticket number
You're
104.
And when it happened, me and Michael both said, we got to do something.
Absolutely.
He says, I already know what I'm going to do.
Thank you, Michael.
We thank both of you all.
He's a great guy, and
Thank you, Tammy.
He's here to help people. I'm here to help people. I hope this will help a little bit. I'm retired now, and I'm going to be available to help you all.
We've got plans. We've been
Oh
talking.
no, they're going to put me to work. No,
I also wanna
Retirement
say-
childhood.
I also want to say thank you
customers got on Facebook and stuck up for us,
Yes,
and I
thank
do
you for-
appreciate the community. Thank you all for doing that. That
Thank
meant
you
a
for
lot.
Some of the
Community
employees
support,
and
that's very
former
important.
employees also spoke
Yes.
up for
Oh
us.
yes. I read all kinds of comments on there, and it was.
Order 104.
I was shocked
Yeah.
at how many people did come out and start, voicing
Uh-huh.
what good people you all are.
Thank you.
And what a great restaurant this is.
Yeah.
Let me tell you one story, and then we'll go. We had a friend that worked here, and her husband saw her, and they met here, and then they dated, and then he asked her to marry him while they were on the parking lot.
Did he?
Because they met here, and then later, many years later, just a couple years ago, their grandson James worked here, was a wonderful worker, and he is now went through, I forget what it's called, the Fire Academy, and is a fireman in Moorhead.
Awesome.
So we are very thankful for that family and their continued support and all that they have done. They've
Well-
been friends for a long time, but they've always supported the restaurant and worked here in different generations.
The one thing I can say was when I was working here once was the first time I saw this beautiful lady to by my side.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't
so
have the
sweet.
guts to talk to her that day. I asked one of her
Oh.
friends who she was and was able to find her later on, and here we are
Well,
today.
you've got a very lovely wife.
Man,
now.
thank you. I think so too.
And
I pay him to say that.
beautiful lady for a handsome man.
Thank you.
All right, I guess it's a wrap. We're gonna go talk to some employees and see what they say, and maybe grab a few customers. How's that?
Sounds good.
Sound good?
We'll probably have to go in and work for their.
You might have to.
For them to
'cause it
come out
looks
here.
like it's getting
Order
busy out here.
101.
It is getting busy.
Thank you
All right.
very much.
It's a wrap.
Thanks a lot. Oh, by the way,
I don't
you
know if
were
I went into too much
wonderful.
detail on stuff.